So I'm going about my usual Sunday, just looking at football shirts, seeing if there's any online. That I was looking for bargains, football shirts, see if I find anything interesting, cheap. And sometimes you can get genuine bargains. I've got quite a few on Whatnot. I really recommend that. Use my code in the description. More on that later. But one thing I wanted to highlight is I thought I'd have a look at Vinted, because quite a lot of people mention Vinted. So I ended up setting up an account. I'm thinking of selling some of my shirts on Vinted, but I've just been inundated with fake shirts. Nearly every shirt that I've looked at has been identifiable as a fake on the website. I haven't even had to get the shirt to me to notice that it's a fake, and it's just a real problem. So I'm just going to show this, because this is ridiculous. So here I am on Vinted, and like, I mean, if I just start here, that Man United one there, like I couldn't verify this, so, you know, it'd be quite hard to tell. But, you know, you can see this same person. What I mean, this is a bit of a giveaway, right? One rating, and like, how many shirts do they have listed? They have a few listed, all this season shirts or recent shirts. So let's go back and have a look. But, you know, just like almost all of them have been fake. I mean, let's look at this Bayern Munich one. This is from this season. This is the away from this season. We'll have a look at this, and you can see that, I mean, it's pretty hard to tell on initial look. You can see this is a person with 20 ratings here, down here. But as soon as you look at the other shirts that they have on, they have this season's Barcelona, this season's Arsenal. We're going for £25, interestingly. Now, this Ajax shirt, if I, you know, for example, if I go on this shirt, this isn't even a real Ajax shirt. This Ajax shirt does not exist. I don't believe so. If it does exist, let me know in the comments below. I could not find any examples of a Vincent van Gogh Ajax shirt existing as a special for this season. But if you come down, you know, this Versace one, you can actually, if you can get a close up on some of the tags on some of the other ones, you can see straight away. You know, again, this Real Madrid one, all these tags in the color, like, if you get a genuine Adidas one now, they actually come with, I don't know if I've got any lying around. They don't use these kind of plastic tags anymore. They actually use string now, and they put it around the sleeve somewhere. So yeah, I mean, sometimes it could happen that it's on there, but you know, there's a reason they're not showing you close up of these tags. And I'll make it, because I was just like, I was looking at some other shirt. I messaged an offer to a seller, and then they countered back, and then I said, well, is this shirt even real? And they said, no, it's not. I was like, well, you're wasting my time. Like, this is so pointless with these shirts. This Venezia one, another, like, you can just see, I went and look, like, this might well be someone who doesn't know, for example, but you can just Google those codes, and those codes don't show up a Venezia shirt that looks like this. They show up a black Venezia jacket. So it's really easy to go and tell. But this site is just like, you can see so many of them here. You know, that Roma one there, again, you're not gonna have this Roma kit. I mean, these logos here, these sport logos, they're so easily fake. Like, how is these even getting onto the website? There's not even an attempt to make it, you know, no genuine shirt has those sport logos on them. So yeah, like, it's just thrown the whole thing. Like, what am I even looking like? Arsenal shirts again, one of that Ajax shirt. Like, so many fakes on here. Like, this I don't even think is for sale in real life. And if I go look at this Barca one, you can look at this. You can type in that code. That code will show up a France shirt, so it's not a Barca. I mean, look at the quality on that badge as well. That badge looks completely off. So yeah, like, it's not just, it's a problem. Like, I don't know if it's just, you know, way too easy, or I don't know what Vinted could do. Like, it's harder for the older shirts, but certainly for the newer shirts, they could at least require you to take a photo and confirm the product code on them. And, you know, this isn't just on Vinted, this is on Depop, this is on eBay as well. Like, all of these could do these quite easily. But these are, you know, these are not being listed cheap either. They're being listed, I mean, they're cheaper than the real ones, but £25, like, a lot of these are coming from Chinese sellers for £12-13, you know, on various websites. So it's a real problem, and they're just not being transparent. Like, you know, if at least if you're buying from one of those Chinese sellers, you know, I have got some fake shirts here. I much prefer to have the real things, obviously, but like, occasionally I've ended up with fakes for whatever reason. Well, I've never bought a fake and then been okay with it when it's turned up and it's turned out that it's fake. You know, if I'm buying real, I'm expecting real. So it's a joke, really. Like, it's created a problem, because now I don't know, like, I'm just scrolling through and like, well, I mean, this Japan shirt doesn't even exist, for example. Like, this Napoli one is not going to be real. Like, where do I start with trying to work out which ones now could be genuine, and which, like, especially the retro ones. Like, retro, it's a lot harder to, well, it's easier to identify the fakes in a way, but also harder. You know, I look at this Bayern one, for example. This Bayern one might be real, but like, £50 is such a weird price point if this is a real one, but also a weird price point if it's a fake one. I actually think that one might be, that's actually pretty good. 50 for that Bayern one, so we might have found something good, but I don't know how you would tell. But slight mark on the sponsor. That's pretty good. That's what's that? What year is that? That's pretty early. Just a quick one on that Bayern shirt there. I had a quick chat with the seller of that one, and and much nicer than the other seller who had a go at me about the fakes or whatever. This one appears to actually be genuine. I asked them if it was real genuine. They said, yeah, they think it's genuine. They got it from a reputable seller of Depop a few years ago. They showed me the details of where they got it from and when they got it. And it is a reputable Depop seller who's got loads of retro listed items. So £50 for that Bayern shirt. I might get it, but if it's still there, if I haven't got it, go get it, because that is a great price for, I mean, that retro Bayern shirt. It looks really good condition as well. It's a medium. I might get it myself, but if I haven't, feel free to go look at that. Props to that seller as well. So yeah, I've taken to using Whatnot more and more. Down in my description below, if you use the Whatnot, you'll get somewhere between £10 and £200 credit, and all the sellers on there are verified sellers, because you have to get verified as a seller on there. So, you know, if they sold any fake shirts and one person reported it, they would be gone. So it's just a much better system in a way. Of course, it limits the number of sellers there are. There's not, as you know, you can't just go sell your shirts on there. But like, if it's a way to avoid all these fakes, you know, it's just a real problem. I'm seeing so many, like this Arsenal one again. It's like, I understand if some of these shirts sometimes aren't available anymore. It's a different problem, but it's like, this actually says vintage on it. Now, there's no way this is the shirt from what year? 1998. It's not even 1998 shirt. There's no way this is the shirt. Like, it's just not happening. It is getting harder and harder to identify the fakes. A lot of these you won't even know until they arrive. You know, something like this Inter Milan shirt, I can tell from the stitching on this one that it's probably not a genuine one. I mean, the price is sometimes a giveaway, but you could get away with the bargain. But you're just wasting your time on this. Like, ooh, if I just go for all these and I'm just getting these, like, so many of these fakes, it just scares you off as a potential customer as well. Like, what do I do now? Wonder what they've blurred it out in this one weirdly. Like, I don't want to touch half these shirts now, because so these ones must, you know, interesting that these ones have blurred them out, because they are definitely fakes. That Japan shirt doesn't even exist. Like, it's madness, because they could, I might well have gone past a great shirt that is a great price. Let's say this Venezia one, for example. Who knows? It's probably not, but imagine this Venezia one is new and it's 20 quid. Like, that would be a bargain for that shirt. Or this Man City one, for example, you know, it's being listed at 50. Oh, bean shirt, that's cool. So yeah, like, let me know down in the comments below what you do in this situation. Like, do you just not worry about it? Do you get it anyway? How do you deal with the idea that you might be dealing with fakes for some of these shirts? If you want to make sure you're getting genuine shirts, you know, again, go use that Whatnot link in the description. I got a video here showing off some of the purchases that I have made on Whatnot.